All right, I'm going to go to the chat. Fuck you too, Blink-182. Get on out of here. Don't give a fuck. You weren't helping. Anyways.
Fuck off.
All right, back to the calls.
Cool. All right, back to calls.
Deek. Deek.
Hey, how's it
Man.
going?
It's going good.
I have a question. Has there ever been a game that you've been like wicked excited about, and then when it came out, you were just like absolutely decimated by how disappointing it was?
Yeah, the most recent Resident Evil games.
6, pretty much.
Many of those.
Resident Evil 6, yeah, big time.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that.
Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil Mercenaries? Or what was that like, what was the name of that Resident Evil game? Tactical?
Revelations?
No.
Oh, the one that came out for the 360?
Oh, Raccoon City or whatever?
Raccoon City.
Operation Raccoon City.
Yeah, Operation Raccoon City. I was so psyched on that game, and I played demos of it at like PAX and stuff, and I bought it, even though everybody told me how much it sucked. I disagreed with them, and I bought it. And I even defended it on the podcast, saying it was really good, but I hit a wall. I think I went to like level 5, and it is just, it instantly becomes so shitty. So, yeah, it was pretty bad. Operation Raccoon City.
Mine was probably Skyward Sword.
Yeah, Skyward Sword is pretty bad. I mean, I got a few hours out of it. I can't say that I immediately, it wasn't like I turned it on and, It was just that I got fatigued playing through it and I didn't finish it. That was a big disappointment, though. But, I played through it a little bit. Resident Evil 6 was immediate, that was like someone just injected fucking disease into you immediately. It was just like, as soon as it's, all right, let's play. Oh, it was like just, we're off and running to the toilet.
I know people are not going to agree with me, might get angry at me. The first Borderlands. I was really excited to play it, and I was not happy with Borderlands.
No kidding.
I'm pretty disappointed with the Borderlands series.
I agree with you.
Cool, thank you. So many people, that is so many people's favorite series, and it just is not that fun to me.
So, compared to what you had heard about it?
I had just come off of Fallout 3, and they were honestly marketing it as the next Fallout 3, but cel-shaded and bigger and better, and it was so not even comparable.
See, everyone told me it was like Diablo, but with guns.
Yeah, and it's not. Everybody describes it as another better game that it is not anything like.
Yeah, let it be its own thing.
Apparently, a lot of people in the chat are saying nobody liked Borderlands 1. That's such a huge relief because I've gotten so much shit.
I've heard people seriously fell in love with 2 that all hated 1 and stuff like that. I've heard
you know what? I played 2 and I played a lot more of 2, and the writing is a lot stronger, but the gameplay is not any different. So, but writing goes a long way, and I played a lot more of Borderlands 2, but ultimately when I got bored with that story, it was the same mechanics that I wasn't enjoying from the first game.
Sure.
But the writing is much better.
There's another game that disappointed me a lot, but it was for my own personal reason. And that was Assassin's Creed 3. And at the time, I already didn't like Assassin's Creed games that much, but back when Assassin's Creed 2 first came out, me and my friends were talking. We were talking about how cool it would be that they made an Assassin's Creed game in the Revolutionary War. Because, we were both history majors or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we played that, and that came out, and it just sucked so bad. There was, bugs everywhere.
I will say I was really looking forward to that just because I love that concept. Mm-hmm. But I didn't end up playing it because people I trust very much were, scarred by it. They were like, no. So I didn't end up playing it.
I played through the whole game trying to tough it out because it was I felt like it was my own idea. But I played it all the way through the end, and I was like, wow, that sucked.
People still playing Spore?
I
liked Spore.
I don't think so.
I know people really liked it actually, but I
really liked it.
All of a sudden one day it was like, oh wait, what happened with that?
Spore though was multiple games, and when it first started, it was kind of innovative. There weren't games that were like any of the aspects of Spore, but I feel like since that game, people have taken the individual aspects and made them their own game. Because Spore starts as a creature creation game, then it turns into almost like a real-time strategy civilization game, and then it turns into a space exploration game, and you can get any of those genres as their own package done better. So that's what's up with Spore.
I think that was also a victim of its own hype. Like that on its own did cool stuff, but it was like 6 years of like talking about it. I think without that it would have. Not that it failed in any way or anything like that, but I know that some people were like, "Oh, overhyped," but it's like, was that their fault? I don't know.
Yeah, Spore also was kind of simple, but it was kind of cutesy too, which I didn't like, but I was able to look past it because it was so grandiose. You're literally going from a spore, a one-cell organism, to a civilization that explores space. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Well, I'm gonna let some other people call in. So.
All right, Deek. Thanks for the call.
I always think it's
Yep,
close as the
thanks.
desk. I was gonna. Whoops. What the?